All right, last question. Is Elon Musk going to eventually get Twitter?
I think he'll eventually get control. I think he's uncovering things at Twitter that, a lot of Twitter is inside baseball, and that a lot of the likes and tweets that people get are fake.
Fake. Oh.
Because I know, we can go on Twitter right now, and within 5 minutes, if I paid a service, we could have 10,000 likes on a tweet.
And they're all bots.
Oh.
They're all bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he's going to uncover a lot.
Is he trying to get the Twitter cheaper than what he initially offered him?
Oh, I'm sure. At the end of the day, he's a business guy. He's going to try to. He's a capitalist. He's going to try to make sure that he gets it. But if he catches, that current board of directors lying about what their numbers are,
they lied about how many actual people were on Twitter, right? They lied about that, and then he's essentially baited him into saying how many 5% might be bots, when they could be 20% of them
could
are
be
bots.
20, could be higher than that.
He's going to go, you were lying to everybody. He's kind of he's pulling their pants down is what he's doing.
And not only did that, but they also lied to the FEC. They lied to the Securities and Exchange Commission. They lied to a lot of places that will go after them and will charge them criminally, that board of directors criminally. Yeah, so again, it's he's going to probably get the last laugh on this one.
Right. Yeah,
so the move that he might be pulling out of the deal, backing out of the deal, you think is just a business move so he can get get it?
He might actually find out that there's hardly anybody on Twitter.
Well,
really?
Again, what he might find, obviously he's doing his due diligence at this point. He's made the offer, for the company. Obviously, it hasn't closed yet, but he's doing his due diligence like you would in any business transaction. All right, here's my money. I've put it in escrow. Now let me see the books.
He might be.
He has a plan. He definitely has a plan that's much bigger than we know about, and I love that he's exposing all of this. I think it just shows what's going on digitally, that we're just hidden. It's covered up.
He might be sore that all along he thought he had 82 million followers, and he's really only got 30 million.
But
and that's
Elon
a big
Musk
kick to his ego.
I see.
That might irritate him enough where he doesn't want it.
I think he's still mad at that UCF kid who's tracking his airplane, every day.
Really?
Well, not anymore. He paid him to quit doing that.
Oh, did he actually? Did he finally stop it?
He didn't disclose how much he got paid, but.
I haven't heard about that story. There
it was
a
UCF
kid.
student who had figured out the algorithm to track Elon's plane movements. So he had a.
So that's a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah. So there's different services where you can block. If you've got a private aircraft, you can block it from being tracked publicly. There's like a service called Flight Tracker. So you can go on there and say, "This is my aircraft. I don't want it publicly disclosed where it's at." Well, this kid, UCF student, figured out the algorithm, and so he had a Twitter handle that was like, I don't know, track Elon's plane or something like that.
Really? Anytime he went anywhere, everybody knew where he went.
Isn't that criminal stalking or something?
Right?
No, because he figured out an algorithm to pull it from the FAA records and. That is public information. You just got to know how to get it. And so he was tracking his airplane the entire time.
Does anybody have any idea how much money Elon had to pay him?
I don't know. I know his first offer to the kid was like $5,000.
No way.
And the kid turned it down. I think he asked for like
$1 billion.
That plus a new Tesla, and they turned him down. So
5,000 plus a new Tesla.
He should have kept.
Have you seen the price of Teslas now? They're expensive. I mean, now that gas is at $4.49 a gallon.
Yeah.
Tesla's crazy expensive.
But if you're demanding something out of Elon Musk, you would ask for I don't know, 50 million or something.
Ask for something.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think, yeah.
Wow. Well, it must have been worth it because he quit doing it. I heard.
Well, did he?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Well, dude, Jeff. So apparently UCF have some smart people, have some smart students after all. The more you know. Because we actually did flag waves in front of UCF, and we had communists get violent with us.
I was going to say,
they
see
all
how
got
smart if we can get them to vote red.
They got stomped, so we won't let any college kids get the upper hand.
If they were turning out real smart people, they'd be voting red, right?
Yeah, I think in general, when Scott was talking about the colleges and everything, I think one of our biggest things is definitely getting the kids to go to the trade schools and keeping them out of these big institutions that are just indoctrinating our kids.
Brainwashing.
I have a daughter at at Auburn, and I love the fact that she's in Alabama. She's in a red zone, but her friends, her boyfriends up at Harvard. They are really preparing these kids against us.
Really
indoctrinating them.
Yeah.
So she's a conservative, I assume.
She is.
Her boyfriend in Harvard.
Yes.
He's a conservative also?
He is.
He made it to Harvard while being conservative.
Props to him. He's the starting quarterback in addition to that. But very early on, his freshman year, he got 100 on his paper, except it was the wrong view. So he learned very early that I have to play this game. I'm smart enough to do this.
Yeah.
I want my degree, but I'll play your game.
He has to pretend to be a leftist.
I remember Ben Shapiro talking about this. You had to agree with them. You had to write your papers that your teacher would be happy to see you write, even all along not believing any of it.
So you have to pretend.
It might not be quite that extreme, but he is, kind of like a lone wolf, on the campus, because those campuses are
very far left communists. So you have to pretend that you believe that there are a million genders and that black people are oppressed and that this country's racist to make it past college and get a degree without getting expelled.
Well, I think if you're going to the Ivy League or probably a majority of colleges and universities out there, I mean it is a a leftist agenda. It's a liberal agenda. I mean, there's very few schools out there that actually are conservative. I mean, there's it's far and few between. But
if you're a conservative professor, you better keep that to yourself, or they'll get rid of you. Probably.
What does that tell you about the future of this country? The future doctors, lawyers, pilots. What does that tell you about them? They're all going to be social justice leftist warriors.
Right.
So I mean, even if we overturn and we get this election, we all vote red. I mean, the kids that are in college right now,
they're getting the kids. They are converting the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the plan of action to turning this around? To just go out and live in the woods, or have a split country for the leftists and the conservatives?
The turn is and the plan is elect Scott Sturgill. In
don't
August 23rd. You elect us in the primary, and then let's win it in November for Florida Congressional District 7.
Okay, amen. Well, maybe when Elon Musk develops the chip that he can put in the brains, maybe he's doing it for the leftists, so that after all these leftists graduate and they like all the new technology, they're the pro-science people, he can then chip them and turn them conservative, and then save the country, and save the world.
Except for Bill Gates is creating this milk that who knows what he's going to be able to,
He's probably putting communist DNA in that milk, so that these kids can...
Hey, I was watching, I think it was Joe Rogan, and he was talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson. You know who that is?
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
The astronaut?
Yeah, the astrophysicist guy, black guy, super smart, I thought, until I heard him arguing with, I think it was Joe Rogan, about how many genders there are.
Oh.
And he was for there's a lot of genders. Oh. He's supposed to be some super smart dude.
He's an astronaut. He's been to space. He's probably seen a lot more than we can. Oh.
He's a physicist.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe he discovered more genders in physics.
Well.
No, Neil deGrasse Tyson, not Neil Armstrong.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I got them mixed up. All the Neils sound the same.
All right. You wanna tell everybody one more time where they can find you on social media or your website, and then how to donate and all that stuff?
Sure. They can find us on our website and also donate at scottsturgillforcongress.com or scottsturgill.com. Either one will lead you to us. And then also find us on our web or on our Facebook at Scott Sturgill for Congress, and like us and follow us. And if you'll share our page, we'd be grateful. And then also find us on Twitter at Scott_Sturgill or Instagram as well. So again, we need everyone's support. Again, we need to make sure that we have people who actually are born and raised in the district, who actually live in the district, who actually show up places.
Yeah.
Right.
Unlike Corey Mills, who's the king of empty promises.
People who actually live by their word. Yeah. If I tell you I'm coming, I'm coming. If I'm telling you I'm going to do something for you, that's it's all about integrity. It's about doing the right thing. It's about living up to your word. And again, that's what we're running for. We're running to save this country and bring solutions, because this country's in serious trouble, and it's from Republicans and Democrats that we've gotten in this trouble over the time.
Mostly Republicans that just kind of agree so that they aren't called racist.
Go along to get along.
Yeah. Right. They really didn't want to vote for it, but they didn't want to be called racist.
Right.
That was the biggest problem.
Man, I don't want to be called a Putin sympathizer. Let's give all this tax money to Ukraine.
I better vote for this $7 trillion bill.
Yeah.
Make our money worthless.
All
right, guys.
All right, guys.
All right, we'll end it.
All right, so this has been episode 121 of the Patriot Roundtable. Thank you so much, Mr. Scott Sturgill and Mrs. Alicia Petty for joining our by the end of the show. For joining our set. Where can they find you again one more time? Your website?
Find us at scottsturgillforcongress.com or scottsturgill.com, and then Scott Sturgill for Congress on Facebook.
All right, scottsturgillforcongress.com. God bless America.
Thank you, guys.
Do it.
We are off the air.